EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. The kicker, Chris Boswell, has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. White 80.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple.
Viking, ready.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Here we go. 180.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
180. 11, Thomas.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
It's a gain of 20. That's good for a Bengals.
11.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Cincinnati.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Open more, that's Gesicki down the field. And all the way down to the 9. A big play there for Cincinnati. 46 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
11, top, dot.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touchdown. From the 2 now, second and goal.
11, MT, take. Stop.
Brown will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Well, just about an ideal start to this one offensively, because on the road, you want to make sure you quiet the home crowd early. And how do they do it? Nice march to start things off. Let the run game find its footing early. That drive certainly checked a lot of boxes, and they finished it off with a touchdown run.
Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for 2 here.
Gun.
The Bengals will line up for the two-point conversion.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I'm just learning how to spell analytics, and I need to get that down because it's going to be a huge part of the NFL game going forward. I think that was the call there, trying to go for 2 after that touchdown.
Yeah, opening drive, you not only do you get the 6, but fully seize momentum with the 8, and unfortunately they couldn't do it.
I think they were trying to gain that huge advantage, not just on the scoreboard, but mentally. I just want that backfires a little when they stop you.
Looking to put a drive together.
319.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Running left, it's Warren. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now a 3rd and 6. Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Blue 58. Jump out.
Throwing now is Rodgers. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Going quickly out to the right side. Loose inside the 30. DK Metcalf. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. DK Metcalf, 64 yards. And the Steelers take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good, so they go the conservative route instead, and it gets them a 7-6 lead here in the opening quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. This is Brown going up the middle. He'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're going to try and throw.
He'll try to do it himself.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
Warren will try the right side.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10.
Look at the aid.
They'll get this out wide to Metcalf.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
DK Metcalf
With his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
And he will get into the end zone, and it's now a 2-score game as the lead moves to 9. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
I'm fine, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops. As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 2, ready?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Gun. Stop. 11. Ready. Stop.
They will toss to Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
180. Stop.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Man open left side is Brown.
And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
2nd down in the yard.
Let's get set. Stop.
Burrow will throw. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
An inside give, Brown. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and a couple.
Here we go. 180. Stop.
Now it's Burrow.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Burrow on play action. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down.
11, right 80.
They'll try and run for it with Brown. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? Just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Gun. Stop. Right 80. Stop.
Here's Burrow.
This one complete to Yoshibans.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
Here we go. Stop.
Now it's Burrow.
And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Stop.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
I'm one, right?
4th down, but Burrow stays put. They're going for it.
11. Here we go. Stop. Right 80.
And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say, we'll see what happens.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3.
12. Right 80. 11 MT. Stop.
Burrow looking to pass. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. And that will get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Flip again.
Now Rodgers. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
319. Plant.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
319.
Now Rodgers. He's got his target. That's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on 3rd down.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
The quick slant caught. Touchdown. DK Metcalf from 8 yards out. And the Steelers are able to widen their advantage.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
And it'll be intercepted. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
On the return is Charlie Jones. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Now he's going to step up and run.
Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I'm sure there was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
From the gun on third down is Burrow.
And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Burrow going for it on fourth.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs.
finding out it's kinda dumb. Realize I am somebody that I don't know at all. Oh God, would you tell me why I'm worn down to the bone? Even though I've only seen half of the world, I'm coming home. Hanging on the hope, I'm losing grip of time and space. Mind is running circles over something I can't change. I've looked, I've tried, no one told me when it wrong. Am I feeling all the feelings, or am I just going numb? Oh me, oh my, would you look in my eyes? We laugh or cry just to feel alive. No time for living a lie. Time flies, so don't blink twice. Time flies, so don't blink twice.
I tried everything I thought that I may need. I've been trying to catch my breath since I was 17. I've hurt, I've cried, had way too much to drink, but I won't let my life drown in that old kitchen sink. Oh me, oh my, would you look in my eyes? We laugh or cry just to feel alive. Oh, no time for living a lie. Oh, time flies, so don't blink twice. Time flies, so don't blink twice. Oh me, oh my, would you look in my eyes? We laugh or cry just to feel alive. Oh, no time for living a lie. Oh, time flies, so don't blink twice. Time flies, so don't blink twice. Time flies, so don't blink twice. First time I done got wild in a long time. We here to have a good time, not a long time. Prime time, feeling like Dion in the limelight. Showdown, trying to blow it down, get my mind right. Oh, hey, what you know? Ain't crashing out, but my pedal is to the floor. Whether in the clouds or down below, all I wanna do is hear you get loud. So get loud. So get loud. So get loud. I take the first, you keep them coming. We know a lot about turning nothing to something. We doing big things, ain't never bluffing. Top of the world, ain't no doubt in mine, it's about time. Whoa. Hey, what you know? Ain't crashing out, but my pedal is to the floor. Whether in the clouds or down below, all I wanna do is hear you get loud. So get loud. So get loud. Man, I got this swag. My head matching my bag. You know I'm poppin' tag. But man, I got this swag. Man, I got this swag. My head matching my bag. You know I'm poppin' tag. But man, I got this swag when I surf. Now I be surfing swag. I'm on hypnotic, exotic, polo on my body. Got a bad girl beside me, and a friend right behind me, and I'm swag. I'm surf, I'm swag, I'm surf, I'm swag, I'm surf, I'm clean like this detergent. No, by the zone, yeah, strong, and you know I'm on 'cause I'm swag. I'm surf, I'm swag, I'm surf, I'm swag, I'm surf, I'm clean like this. Okay, I fall off in the club with a pocket full of bags. Big stupid friends like a wrapped up in saran. Swag super cool, blowing strong like a fan. And my chain shining hard, it just gave my neck a tan. Pockets on pop, I could they swole all that spinach. Peachtree swag, you can call me Mr. Lennox. Bottles in my hand, putting on just like cable. Surfing on the sand like a surf. Kelly Slater, surfing swag. I swag when I surf. I swag when I surf. I swag when I surf. Now watch me swag. Okay. I swag when I surf. I swag when I surf. I swag when I surf. Now watch me swag. Okay. Swagging in the club, you gon' see me throwing money up. Catch me with a bad chicken, all friends is flying some drinks. We gon' blow them up exotic when we rolling. They got it, I'm gon' drink it up. I'm always wearing polo, I'm rap pouring mascot. Cake on debit, I don't hesitate to cash out. Thank John Stevenson, the black and blue jag out. Pockets on hell time, I'm always bringing bands out. Exotic, polo on my body. Got a bad girl beside me, and a friend right behind me, and I'm swag. I'm surf, I'm swag, I'm surf, I'm swag, I'm surf, I'm clean like this detergent. No, by the zone, yeah, strong, and you know I'm on 'cause I'm swag. I'm surf, I'm swag, I'm surf, I'm swag, I'm surf, I'm clean like this detergent. When I hit the club, it's like I gotta catch a wave. Boogie board, shawty got me surfing off the stage. Got me something like a Eddie Bauer. I'm surfing like I'm auto 'cause I got that rocket power. Take it, take a camera. Flash screen, shawty, man, I'm surfing like the channel. Paper towel money, man, I'm all about my clout. And I'm screaming cowabunga while y'all boys wiping out. Got that polo on my body with a tag, more swag. Yeah, purple label, man, gon' check the tag. When he got the shoes, so you know I bought the bag. Clean just like this detergent with a tie, color swag. Swinging hard like a boss of throwing punches. Papa dough, shawty, y'all on them sad lunches. I'm in the party surfing like I'm standing on a wave. Shawty check my nugget like she batting mayonnaise. I'm on hypnotic, exotic, polo on my body. Got a bad girl beside me, and a friend right behind me, and I'm swag. I'm surf, I'm swag, I'm surf, I'm swag, I'm surf, I'm clean like this detergent. No, by the zone, yeah, strong, and you know I'm on 'cause I'm swag. I'm surf, I'm swag, I'm surf, I'm swag, I'm surf, I'm clean like this detergent. Just come outside for the night. Take your time, get your life. Shut it down. The career's more at stake when you in your prime. that paper, baby, my face on the dotted line. I've been flying out of town for some peace of mind. It's like always, they just want a peace of mind. I've been focused on the future, never on right now. But I can boot you either pink or brown. I'm the one that introduced you to the you right now. Oh my God, that's baby. Well, alright, tryna fight in the night. Come alive, ain't it sneak? Ain't it?
Try to come run back, they popping your tires. Hold up. 100 round, feeling like I'm on team. Playing both sides of you. Shot on your friends. I've been going crazy. Shot, I've been in the deep end. She not in the scene. She trying to go. I just been tripping out. Just a whole nother level shot. I got these on their toes. I put the on the road. She tryna on the hold up. I got this me. She tryna show me something. I got flows for days. Ain't on nothing. Me and my bro like me. You know we on one. We in the spot going crazy until the sun up. You worried about that? I chose up. All in the kitchen can't get to the cold up. Nigga like they know it. Double O cactus that we told us. Switch out the baddie, get rolled up. Everything hit, everything.
This speech is my recital. I think it's very vital to rock around. That's right.
On time.
It's tricky. Here we go. It's tricky to rock around. That's right. On time. It's tricky. It's tricky. It's tricky to rock around. That's right. On time. It's tricky.
I met this little girlie. Her hair was kind of curly. Went to her house and out. I had to leave real early.
These girls are really. All they just say is, or spend some time and rock a rhyme. I said it's not that easy. It's tricky to rock around. That's right, on time it's tricky. How is it, Dave? It's tricky. It's tricky to rock around. That's right, on time it's tricky.
Tricky. In New York, the people talking try to make us rhyme. They really hawk, but we just walk because we have no time.
And in the city, it's a pity, cause we just can't hide. Tinted windows don't mean nothing, they know who's inside. It's tricky to rock around. That's right, on time it's tricky. How is it, D? Tricky. It's tricky to rock around. That's right, on time it's tricky. Tricky, huh? When I wake up, people take up mostly all of my time. I'm not singing, phone keep ringing, cause I make up a rhyme.
I'm not bragging, people nagging cause they think I'm a star. Always tearing what I'm wearing, I think they're going too far.
A girl named Carol follows Daryl every gig we play. Then dissed her and dismissed her, now she's shocking Jay.
I ain't lying, girls be crying cause I'm on TV. They even bother my poor father cause he's down with me.
It's tricky to rock
the place, say yo, watch that, correct? Got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. I got you all in check. And you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air, don't ever disrespect. I got you all in check. Bust the rhymes up in the place, true indeed. Yes, I got the record, that's word on my feed. I'm guaranteed to give you what you need. One blood, everybody like Junior Reed. Wake up every morning, yo, I must succeed. Nationwide rockers make the world stampede. Yo, Willie, make we roll some mad charge. Now I must proceed. Yo, we about to make moves, set speed. Beast to make me right, Q-tip, Ali Shaheed. Watch me out like Apollo Creed. Body, making you just feed more dynamic flows and take heed. Need more information, homeboy, than just read. Hey, you can read all about the pure breed. Do the noble dance, my duty, let my seed. When I step up in the place, say yo, I step correct. I got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. I got you all in check. And you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air and never disrespect. I got you all in check. How dare you ever try to step on my suede shoes? Top Gun shut down your firm like Tom Cruise. Please let me get down and blow a fuse. Acting fool, breaking way down to molecules.
Well, to the locals, it's still and will always be Heinz Field. But for the rest of us, we're along the North Shore of the Allegheny and Ohio Rivers at Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Teed up, Brandon Aubrey after the kick. And we're off from Acrisure. Return starts at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Valuable lesson, man, I had to grow up. That's why I never asked for help.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Now running for the first time with Jalen Warren. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Donovan Wilson getting there for the stop.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
On 2nd down, Warren. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They get 22 out of that play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it. And that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Warren once more. This is going to be down here. Looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
This offense will take that from their ground game every time. But I know, because I've been around this league a long time, runs like that, they're really hard to come by. It takes everybody. And maybe a little breakdown there on defense, too, to take advantage of.
First down, and they go right back to it. Like a turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get it behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
No. Get 300. Get 300.
Rodgers off the play action. Completes a DK Metcalf. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers start the game off right with a 6-0 lead. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. Well, Brock, even with it being possibly the most popular route for teams to go to, sometimes you get it on the slants, you find yourself with a gap to turn it into much more, including what we just saw, 6 points.
All this time on task between you and I together, why do you think it's the most popular route?
Easy for the QB?
Yeah, I mean, short distance, easy for the QB, and it's also great versus man or zone. There really is not a defense that you can employ out there when you execute it right and you execute it on time, the big plays, and sometimes like this, touchdowns will follow.
Well, hey, tip of the cap for really trying to seize control with an 8-0 lead here early. But the success from their opening drive didn't carry over into that 2-point play.
And if anything, partner, really backfired because you gave them a chance to recoup a little momentum they lost, getting beat down with that drive. Not only that, but if this offense answers touchdown for touchdown, they can actually now take the lead.
Could have been 7 if they tried the point after, but instead, they only call on him to boot this away. On the return, here's Jalen Tolbert. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
First couple snaps, first drive of a game, it's all about who can land that opening punch. Gain that first advantage in a game-long back and forth. Well, that opening punch was a solid cross, maybe even an uppercut that caught him right on the job and sets an immediate tone for this defense.
And a stunning loss there, Brock. He ends up in his own end zone. That is a wild safety. And that drive, Brock, I'm calling that the 2-2-2. 2 plays, 2 sacks for the defense, and 2 points for him as well, thanks to that safety.
You kind of felt it building, right? That's what happens with defenses. They can feel and sense, and they get that momentum. They get the first takedown, they come right back and get that second. Now it's imperative this offense responds because you've infused that defense with a bunch of momentum.
So after the safety, we're going to see a free kick from the 20-yard line. And this isn't going to help things following that safety as the free kick winds up out of bounds. So march it forward after they accept the penalty. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Now a give to Warren, coming right. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. It's 16 yards on that play. And the Steelers have a first down.
And the Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 31.
And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. The Steelers have played to an early lead. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Trying an inside give to Ward. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch, and that means third down coming up. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
He's on the move, past the 15. There it is! Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers grow their lead to 14-0. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Rodgers has his guys set, looking to tack on two to that touchdown. And he's got a man, complete. And he gets in. They push out the lead to 16-0. Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for two. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well. I love it.
And he doesn't make it far at all. They bottle him up immediately.
Well, that's a case of either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, the coverage team sticks him with a really long field ahead.
Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. Had some room to work, and he took advantage. Give him 7. Goes to the hurry up here.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They go with Williams on the counter. He cuts it right. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
Hey, you know by now I'm not shy about referencing movies during a game, and that run, that was a picture-perfect script. You get the defense thinking one thing, looking one way, then bam! You surprise them with a twist, head the other way for a big run.
Big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of them on that run. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
So 3rd and 6 on deck, Brock, as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Acrisure Stadium in just a moment. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Prescott now off the play fake. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete, so they're going to be facing 4th down coming up.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
6 yards to the line. The offense is going to go for this. The Steelers calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Six yards to the line. The offense is going to go for this. Snap is off. It's Prescott. This interception is also dropped, but they're still going to take possession as the incomplete pass forces a turnover on downs here.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on fourth down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on fourth.
Warren running between the tackles. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Warren. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. They brought to an end by Logan Wilson.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
It's Warren on 3rd down. Just 1 yard there. Now a tough call to make on 4th and short inside of field goal range.
It's 4th down.
Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it. Here's a quick throw to the left. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. So an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble to go for it there on 4th down, Brock. They're moving the chains.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Here's Rodgers on 1st and 10. Look at that power, deep left side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, it's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a 3rd one's coming at some point.
A pistol snap. Rodgers. Caught near the goal line. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers get more points to end a lopsided first half.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
I'm gonna go.
Play action. It's Jackson. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. Down the left sideline. He may go. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 81 yards. And the Ravens will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. One play in the end zone on a long touchdown pass. You knew they wanted to get him involved. He's their go-to guy. First play, though, wow.
Yeah, and I remember when I was playing, something similar happened. I remember getting to the sideline, and my coach said, so what did the scouting report with circling him, putting a star by him, did you not
What'd you miss?
that he was a good player? And that's the question I would have for them now. You know, as you said, he's a go-to guy. How is he not covered? Now, I should say, covered well.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all. Challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Right back to him on first down. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first two plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the give, it's Warren. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty.
258. Inside. 26.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
A handoff for Warren. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Gain on the play. It'll be second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Mike Green just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became third and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
319.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a third down and long coming up. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
319. Hey, 626. Inside. Jump out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
319. Bye-bye. Back north. Jim, Jim.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Jackson going to keep it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Now Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride the offense this go around. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
That's good for the Steelers. First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Down to the 10. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well, because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
A lot of incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Now Rodgers. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion. And that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
Hey, 626. Box it, box it, box it. Plant. Inside. 630.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it is caught. And they will touch him down with that before he gets the first. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Rodgers again now. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
16 more yards.
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Now it's 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Rodgers now to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. That is incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They go play action now. Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown.